Hello YouTube, it's Michelle and I'm back today with part 3 of 3 of my craft room tour. So this is going to be hopefully the last part. Those of you who watched part 2, thank you so much because I know it was a long video, but I hope that it had, quite a few different ideas and storage tips and things for you if you were able to last throughout the whole entire video. So hopefully part 3 will not be quite as long because it's not as quite as big of a space on the other side as the side 2 was, or the part 2 was. It's a little bit smaller of a space. So hopefully I'll be able to go through this side a little bit quicker. And again, if you are kind and gracious enough to stay with me throughout the video, thank you so much, and I hope that you enjoyed this video as well, and that there are some storage and organizational tips that you can carry along into your crafting space as well. So I'm going to get started. So this here is my cubes. There's Sammy. That's Sammy the cat. He's wanting to make his little debut on YouTube, I guess. Hey Sammy! Actually, it's not his debut. He's been on YouTube a few times, but he's going to be a camera hog today. So anyway, we're going to get started here. These are my Jet Max cubes on this side. Again, that's my little teacup that I love to do pictures and use for picture props and things. And also, like I said, it's great to store items when I buy things and stuff and haven't found a place for them yet. It's a great storage solution. So hold that. So in this top drawer, I have a lot of like my wire stuff, and then this is basically mesh. It's like drywall mesh and stuff. I have that, and like I said, wire, and this here is my metal tape, and there's more wire back there, and floral wire, and just stuff like that. So that's in my top drawer there. This drawer here is a bunch of felt embellishments from like Queen & Company. I think there's some Prima stuff in there, but spare parts, just miscellaneous things. But that's mostly all my felt embellishments, like flourishes and alphabets and different things. It's in that drawer. This here is my Tim Holtz drawer. So it's got all of my Tim Holtz embellishments in it. And because I love Tim Holtz, there's some more Tim Holtz stuff there. And then this is like my Zutter and Bind It All board books and stuff that I got at Tuesday morning. And there's some corrugated, I think, chipboard in there too. Next drawer, this is all my brads from like companies like Bull Bunny and Basic Gray that come on these little these little foam things and stuff. So that's basically what's in there. Next drawer, this is a lot of some of my stuff that you could use, I guess, for mixed media, although I do not do mixed media, but it's like my gesso and my bead gels, and then of course my Pearl-Ex, my alcohol inks. There's some food coloring, just different things like that. So I guess you could call this my mixed media drawer. Next drawer, this is some projects still that need to be completed back there, some mini albums, and some more mixed media stuff, like my Mod Podge, Liquitex, different things like that. This drawer here is all my alphabet rub-ons. And the bottom drawer is nothing but alphabet stickers. So that's full, but see, it's just alphabet stickers. That right there is just some totes that I can use for crops. Then this here is what I call my cutting station. It's where I have my Sizzix vintage machine. And then back in the corner there I have my cinch machine. Then over here I have my book that I store all my magnetic dies in that I've showed before. Absolutely love it. I made this down at my scrapbook store. Actually need to make a second one. And then under there is my Genius platform. The top of this raises up, and that's where I store all of my extra cutting mats and stuff. And Sammy is really wanting to be a camera hog today. Then in these drawers right here, this is where I have my painter's tape, because a lot of times my mats or my silhouette doesn't stay sticky, so I have to use that. And then also I use it for to hold the dies in place, the metal dies in place sometimes. And back there I have all of my embossing folders. And then these are extra dies that I haven't got room for in my magnetic book that, like I said, I need to make a second one. And I also put some of my sizzlets up there too. This here is my punch drawer. So I have all my punches in there. And there's my other punch drawer. So these are my shape punch drawers. And then in the bottom drawer, I have all my Tim Holtz dies, and my Biggs dies are in the back, or my extra large Biggs dies, and then these are my quilting dies from Sizzix. Okay. Then here is my paper rack that I got from my Ben Franklin store when they went out of business. And I have all different manufacturers of stacks and stuff on there. And on this cutting station that I have, it does have wheels, and it pulls out, and that right there, it flips up so it gives you more room. But I never pull it out because I just usually pull my Sizzix right there and cut right there. So then over here is some more Jetmax cubes. At the top there, I have my tripod. That there is just a suitcase album. And those shoe boxes there, those are mostly all sprays and things that I've gotten at Michael's. That one right there is some extra ribbon that I had nowhere to go or to put. And then I also have some of the pebbles that you get back in the floral department that I use for like feet and stuff on boxes and stuff in one of those drawers. Then in here I have, let's see, this here is just some twine and some ribbon that I got at either Marshall's or TJ Maxx. That's my book rings. This here is full of all of the Michael's frames and stuff. And behind there I have a little container that's full of nothing but keys and stuff from Michael's from the dollar section. This is some little clips that I got at the office supply store. Just some little containers there. This is what I use to store my ribbons on. They're like little cards and stuff. So I use those to store that. Then over here, this is all my stuff for my cinch binding. It's all my wires. This is just a little vacuum, handheld vacuum. Some refills for my glue glider gun, and then some score tape, and then there's some light bulbs back there. So that's what's in those drawers. Then we're going to go through these drawers here. In this drawer here, this is nothing but chipboard alphabets. Again, some more chipboard alphabets. And even more chipboard alphabets. And more chipboard alphabets. So I have plenty of chipboard alphabets, as you can see. Pull this out for a minute. Then in this drawer here, we have my Sizzix dies. And I stored my Sizzix dies in alphabetical order, starting with like the basic shapes. Then I go to my flowers by alphabetical order. Then I go to like my frames by alphabetical order. And then I go to like my office supply shape dies, such as like tags and book plates and stuff like that by alphabetical order. And then I go by my common shapes by alphabetical order. And I start with the biggest dies, and then I go down to like my medium size, and then I go to my small size. So that's just how I store my dies. So there's more Sizzix dies. I'll show you. This is my ribbon here that I showed in my previous video, the overlook. And basically, I cut my ribbon all to 1 yard, and I hang them on my ribbon hanger thing. And then what's left over, I put in these. These are my ribbon scraps, and I have them all organized by color. So I'm gonna have to move these so you can see my other drawers. Okay, so there's some more Sizzix dies. More Sizzix dies, and there you can see it starts to go to my medium size dies. And then you can see there's my smaller size dies. Then this here is my Martha Stewart punches. More Martha Stewart punches. And then this is my miscellaneous border punches, and there's a few Martha Stewart in there too. So that's how I store those. Okay. Then this is the top drawer over here, and basically what I have in there is a lot of 3D alphabet numeral things. It's like buttons and metal and pieces and acrylic pieces, just different things. So that's all that. Same thing in here, a lot of alphabet numeral things by different manufacturers. And this is just some miscellaneous things like Scrabble tiles, metal, some clips, just different things. This here is nothing but alphabet stickers, and it's my 3D alphabet stickers. These are not stickers, but they are alphabet stickers, and they are 3D, so they're made by different manufacturers. This drawer here is all my alphabet stickers that are flat. So, pretty full. Again, some more alphabet stickers there. And then these here are flowers from spare parts. Empty drawer. Don't have very many of those. This here is my petaloo drawer. It's petaloo flowers. Petaloo drawer number 2. And this is miscellaneous flowers. I think there's some petaloo, but it's mostly things that I got like in the dollar section and stuff, like at Michael's and stuff. So that's what's in there. My ribbons back over here. Okay. So then over here we have the old cabinet. It used to be it is my mom's, but she had it for many, many years. She had it growing up, and then, of course, my grandma gave it to her when I was a baby, and we've had it ever since. So I've stored all of my flowers and stuff that I don't have any other place for, so they all are in there. So I'm going to open this cabinet door up. I'm going to give you a glimpse of what's in there. Okay. So this is how I store my flowers. Again, I store them all by colorways mostly. This is mostly Prima flowers and the flowers that I pulled like off of stems and stuff. And I keep them in these type of containers right here. They're Sterilite containers, and then they have a little clip that clips. I really, really like. So I store them like that, and I've got them all stored by the type of flowers they are, and then in color waves and stuff. There's some more Prima flowers down there. These are all here stored pretty much the same way. And then down here I have some of my recollection flowers that come in the jars, and Prima stuff that come in like the paint cans, stuff like that. That's my stamens. Back in the back I have my feathers, and so you can see, so that's all flowers and flower making stuff. So that's that. Alright. Then I have my Papasan chair here with my fur baby, Shelby. You gonna say hi to everybody, Shelby? Yeah. So that's pretty much the dog's chairs. When they come out here, they get in there and lounge in that. Then over here I have another 6-tier iris cart. And on top there, I have a little basket, and I've got all of the handmade flowers that I've received from people, either from racks or from swaps or different things, or some that I've purchased. So, I absolutely love this basket of flowers. So that's my little display of all my flowers from people. In this top drawer here, this is all of my I Am Roses. The next drawer, this is all my Wild Orchid Craft flowers. And in this drawer here, it's some more Wild Orchid Craft flowers. In this drawer here, that's my package that I got from Julie, the paper bag lady. My doilies, and she's going to have her own drawer because I know for a fact I'm going to be ordering more and more from her. And then the bottom 2 drawers are empty for some more storage. Up here is my ribbon, and I explained in my first video how I do my ribbon, but just in case you missed it, I basically took some of the 3M hooks and I put them on both sides. I'll move this over a little bit so you can see. Put them on both sides of the wall, and then I just ran a curtain rod across there, and I have those hooks that I just showed you that I hang my ribbon on. I have those hanging on big binder rings, like the or like the 5-inch binder rings. And I've got them all stored by color. You know, of course I go white, brown, red, pink, blue, or red, pink, purple, blue, green, yellow, orange. That's how I store all my stuff. Like I said, it's the color wave I go by. So that's how I have all my ribbon hung up, and it's all one yard ribbon. Then up here, that is all my paper stacks from Die Cuts with a View and from Recollections. In this container here, there's nothing but, I'm not going to pull it down because it's heavy, but all that's in there is all my dollar chipboard albums from Michaels. That's it. Over here, this is the top of my shelves. I have all my flowers, my little bitty sprig of flowers. These are mostly from like Hobby Lobby in their wedding section. So I've got all of those. Back there, that's some mini albums that I need to complete. And I think there's a mini album that I received in a toilet paper bag swap. So that's that. Then over here, I have my clocks that I want to alter. That's my key that I got at Michael's. And this here is some projects that I've received from others. Back there in the back is my Michael's stand that I still want to do my calendar on. I still haven't gotten to that, so it's definitely going to be a 2014 calendar. It's not going to be 2013. But these are cards and mini albums and alternate projects that I've received from other people. I have my dress form back there. So, super cute. This is where I have all of my charms that people have made me. I hoard them because I'm terrible at making things with jewelry and stuff because my eyes are so bad. So I hoard all my charms. So there's that. Then we're going to go through the drawers, and we'll start over here. You're not going to be able to see too much because I'm not going to pull all this out. But this drawer here is nothing but K & Company stuff. Or, no, I'm sorry, it's not K & Company stuff. This is, like I said, I theme all of my drawers out. This drawer here is themed for kids and babies. So this is all baby and kids stuff. This drawer here is all about love and hearts and stars. So anything that has to do with that theme, it goes in there. This here is some chipboard letters, and I've got them that weren't like out of the package and no, sorry, nope, that's not what this is. Okay, I switched these drawers around, so I'm kind of confused a little bit. Okay, this drawer here is all about friends and family, so anything themed friends and family, that's in this drawer. This here is my K & Company drawer, so all my K & Company stuff is in this drawer for embellishments and stuff. This drawer is the drawer I was talking about with the alphabets. These are my loose chipboard alphabets, and I have each square is a different letter, so I have them all individually organized. That's the rest of them. And then these bottom drawers, these are all my K & Company embellishments as well. So there's embellishments in there. And there's all embellishments in there, and it's all K & Company embellishments because I absolutely love K & Company. Okay. Then here, this is where I store all of my chipboard. And there's all my magazines and stuff. I don't keep very many magazines, as you can see, because I like to use the internet for inspiration. And that top thing there, that's all my unfinished wood and stuff like that. This one here is nothing but butterfly embellishments, because I absolutely love butterflies to use on embellishments and stuff. So that's nothing but butterflies. And then in the bottom one, that's nothing but more bling. So I have all my bling, like Prima bling, Recollections bling, and stuff like that. And then on top there's some more chipboard that I got at Joann's. So, and then in this little basket is just some little altered, some little wooden spools that I can use for altering. Okay, so then in this drawer, this is nothing but miscellaneous flower embellishments. Another drawer of nothing but flower embellishments. This here is some miscellaneous chipboard alphabet embellishments that wouldn't fit in those drawers that I'd previously shown you. And this drawer here, this is the other wood mount stamps that I have, and some clear stamps that would not fit on my Clip It Up, and it's also where I keep all of my stamp, my clear acrylic blocks. So that's what's in there. Then on this next shelf, this is where I store my large Xyron machine. There's some extra chipboard there. Those there are all close to my heart stamps. Mostly they're the alphabet monogram stamps. And then I keep my extra Xyron cartridges and stuff. And then I also have a Carl cutter there. It's a rotary cutter that I don't really use very much. So that's what's on that drawer. Then this top drawer here, that's where I keep all of my vintage and just my vintage embellishments and stuff that I would use on vintage pages and stuff. So that's what's in that drawer. And because I love vintage so much, I have a second drawer for all that kind of stuff. So there's that. And below that, this drawer here is nothing but like journaling spots, frames, doilies, different things like that, which really aren't really necessarily themed items. So I put all of that in here because I have so much of that kind of stuff. I've got a second drawer for that. There's that. Then we come to my last row of shelves. And in the top drawer there, I have all my girl themed stuff. And another drawer of girl themed stuff. This is my boy themed. This is my animal theme. This here is more pet themed stuff. And then I've also got travel and miscellaneous stuff through in there as well. And then this here is like spring, summer, and then the holidays that fall like in the spring and summer. Now my Christmas and my Halloween, I have those actually boxed up in individual boxes, and I have those down in the basement because I have so much stuff for both of those holidays. So I don't have that up here. Then this drawer here, this is nothing but 6x6 pads, and I have them all stored in alphabetical order. As you can see, it starts out with authentic, and I have them just stored alphabetically. And then again, more 6x6, and then these are my mat stacks. So that's how I store my 6x6 paper. And then we come over to my cabinet over here. We'll open it up. And on the top shelf, that is nothing but foam stamps. And these are, let's see, these are containers that I got at that I got at Target several years ago, and they are perfect for storing stamps. So that's how I store my stamps. Okay, so then I have my tape gun. These are some more foam stamps here. These are some miscellaneous foam stamps. See what's back there. There's some more stamps back there. And let's see what this is. Oh, these are some like stamping stamp markers like that I got off of QVC. That's what's in there. And there's some more foam stamps there. And then you come down to my second shelf, and this is all of my stickles. So I've got those stored in there. And my Pearl-Ex, or not Pearl-Ex, but my liquid pearls and my pearl pins and stuff like that. And the second container, that's all like glitters. From there. And the bottom one, that's all like flocking stuff under there. Some acrylic paints and stuff that I got at CHA. Then on top there, that's a swap, a couple of mini album swaps that I joined that I need to put the pages together. Back there, I think it's just an empty container. And in there, I have extra ink pads and stuff, miscellaneous type of ink pads. And in the bottom one, that's more ink pads. It's, I think, more my, like, stays on ink pads and stuff like that. Then over here, I have my colored pencils, some more foam stamps. This is all my Lindy Stamp Game sprays. I'll pull this out. Then back there, I have some chain. That's my Cane Company embellishment containers that have like different embellishments and stuff in it. And below that's my grunge board embellishments. So that's there. Now we go over here. This is all my beading stuff. I have all my beads in bead containers. That there is like in those two blue boxes, that is nothing but alphabet beading stuff. So it's either like eyelet kind of things that have alphabets or beads or whatever, but it's all alphabet stuff. And I've got each little square is, you know, a different letter of the alphabet, so I've got it all themed out by letter. This container here contains nothing but different charms and stuff, different companies of charms. This one here is all my Artie cakes, and that there is nothing but Hobby Lobby ornaments and stuff that I can use for charms and take apart and stuff. This over here is all of my altering stuff, or I guess more stuff to alter. And down here on the bottom shelf, this is my magazines that I got at CHA. And then there is all my 8.5 by 11 cardstock, pattern paper, and specialty paper. I have it all organized by color. And I have them organized in those IKEA magazine containers. And then this here is an album that I did of my kitty cat. So, there's Sammy. So I've got that stuck there. And so that's all that's in my cabinet. And then on top here, this is where I have my laces, because eventually this is how I started storing my laces, and I'll show you, because eventually I'm wanting to get the boxes from Michael's that I have started getting, and put my laces in there. But this is how I stored my laces in the beginning, and like I said, I just used the cards, or I use recycled postage boxes, and I cut those up into cards to house my laces. So that's what that is. And I have more laces in that one there. And then I have two shoe boxes here that has my wire ribbon in it, and that just has some lace scraps in it. So that is actually all of this side. So I'm going to sit you down for just a moment. Okay. I'm going to give you a quick overview of this side of the room, and then I'll give you a quick overview of the whole entire room. So, as you walk outside of my house, and my inside of my house, this is actually the right side of my room. Shelby, snoozing. So let's go over look at this side of the room. And there's my front door. So when you walk outside of my house to go to the front door, this side is my left side of the room. And that is where I create and where I spend most of my days and evenings. Mostly evenings, because I am a night owl. So I hope you enjoyed this 3-part series of my craft space. And like I said, I hope that I had some different ideas for you as far as how you can organize things. I am definitely all about organizing. I cannot work with a mess. I'm the type of person that when I craft, I have to have a clean space when I start, and when I finish, of course, everything is everywhere. But before I can start on a new project, that mess has to be cleaned up, and then I start on my next project. This is just the way that I am. It's the way that I work. Drives a lot of people nuts, but that's just the way that I work. And like I said, I love everything organized. And I don't have everything labeled, but for me personally, I know where everything is, so I don't really need it labeled. Now, if someone were to come out here and try to find something, then they may have a problem. But and eventually, I do want to get some labels for my label maker and do labels just for that reason, for when I have people over and stuff. If they need to get something, then they can look and they can see exactly where it's at. But for me, it works, and I love my space. It's great. It's my little hideaway, my getaway, and I absolutely love it. And hopefully you all have your own little space where you can go and get away, you know, just have some peace and quiet. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I just wanted to say thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.